Don't know if he spotted anything out there, but at the same time, they're starting to scale their way up long.
Smoke comes over. Oh, Shady's crept in. He's found the timing here. Oh, he really has. The duel, he's just turned back in the nick of time to take him, though. And the shots are landing for the Frenchman here. There'll be a trade out from Keen, but that is potentially all they're going to get. Addict on 16 HP here. Not long for this world. He does recover the bomb, but he's got no sight control to work with. Looks set to be a nigh-on flawless pistol here. For 3D Max, that is indeed the case. And immediately hitting the ground running. Team Ace coming in there. I think just paints the picture, doesn't it? These shots will be crisp.
Yeah.
Are you fast enough to respond?
Yeah, this is sort of that big round for SemperFi to really get a look into, can they re-implement what was a really decent Dust 2 yesterday? He'll come down, and Addict can go through this. This is a bold call. Lecter sees the flash has faded, so now he's ready for the fight, and that first engagement does well. Savage, I think, making the smart move of falling away. The only issue is, Lucky knows there's a guy who's crept up. I don't think Shady's going to realize this. Oh, he's going to react well, though. And he gets a second. Oh, Shady. Superb work from him. Keen will find one of his own. And the Latvian duo dealing damage as they're moving forward in towards A. But Exorcist is still here, and the aid of Maka will find one. Bomb gonna get scooped up, and Savage left with it all to do in a 1 versus 2. The good news is, though, B-side's open.
Yeah, we'll be able to make it over there, reset the round, get the plan, all these good things, but can he win this 1 versus 2? That's the big question. It's being watched. He's got a smoke. Oh, and I mean, Maka, with the timing on it, could have taken a shot, but opts not to do so.
Hardest side to retake statistically, though. I'm not gonna discount him.
Yeah, this is scary now.
Don't have a flash either. Smoke, Molly, Nade is the combo of 3D Max utility. It's one flash would be such a game changer here.
Not going to be the case. So what are the options? Try and get some utility downrange to just clear a couple of angles. That Molotov in particular. Used over towards the tunnel. They will just contact their way in. And Maka just holding that D key makes it look so easy.
Bomb on the back of Addict alone towards top mid, but Maka not holding for it. If he would, he probably would have netted himself a freebie. They're going to come over. That should soften him up, and Shady takes exactly 50 points of damage.
Just really confident at the moment from 3D Max, right? Open angles, playing off the back of each other to just try and create these first kills. Shady's got other ideas, though. Clean find from him. Maka up top. What can he get done? He does have support on the side itself, but loses track. They close the gap. Masuta also going down quite quickly.
Bomb drops.
Ooh, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. 2-on-2, low HP bars with the bomb almost at the feet. It's not perfectly laid out for the CT side, but at the very least, something that they can work with. Smoke over the top of it. Yorp. Slim pickings to work with. The fire finding the kill. It's all going to be down to Lucky, and he is dealt with. So 3D Max really wanted to get control of that bomb, and it kind of cost them with an overstep.
In essence, like a half buy around what save, rather than the full buy, which a lot of teams would lean in that way.
Yeah, good catch here as well by the Obs team. They've got 3 smokes in total ready to go to just keep Shaw under wraps.
Now we're shouting them out. I do it and I get it in the ear.
Yeah.
5-7 was close. Oh, it needs one. Needs one. Desperately. Desperately needs one. Oh, and he can't.
It's just like, help me.
Oh, what a molly.
Not the best of starts. Gravity will catch Shady, though, which is their only sort of lurking presence. So mostly along here. Maka's trigger discipline. There's some weird jumps coming round to just distract him. Oh
no.
My goodness, how does he not find a single one? I don't believe it. Gravity's here with the M4. Can't quite get it going. Masuta will find one through the smoke thanks to some team damage, and he'll get another here. He's just so low. Down to just Keen all of a sudden, though, as the dust settles here on Dust. 1 versus 2. They are split. He's just not ready for the push to come so quickly from Lucky.
And to make matters worse, take damage on the tail end as well. Got to hit this shot. Obs is easy. This is a nice angle, but can he hit the shot? No, he can't.
And he goes down.
Yeah, what a swing.
Really big find. Exorcist on the site has to be the guy now. He gets a flash out, but yeah, it's not quite good enough. Only half the team caught really far away. ready for some mid presence. It never comes. SemperFi looking good, man.
It was a mid to B smoke as well, which actually denied that the B kind of grouping to rotate over. They were waiting for that to fade before maybe going to support the unit over there, but actually by the time it's faded, they've already taken the site. And the flip side, you know, is something that we brought up yesterday in that Paravision game. I generally value sides on a map like Dust 2 in terms of how proactive it's the CT side, and 3D Max just aren't being given the luxury of it. Nice shot from Maka, no less. Only a slim margin to work with, but he'll catch Savage.
See if they can convert from here. A team like 3D Max absolutely have to make this round work now. And it's SemperFi who have had the wind taken out of their sails. It feels Keen is desperate for someone to peek into him, and Maka might give it him in time.
It's right, a peek for Maka. He has the advantage.
He does go for it though, and just not set up cleanly enough for that. Big sell. Gravity hidden away. What's he going to be able to do? Takes the first, and on low HP, he's an easy trade. The numbers remain pretty strong then for the T side to get this bomb down, and indeed get the difficult retake going, notoriously so. They seem to be aware of a player towards the middle area. They would be correct. Addict is just not looking, though. He's really quite far away and actually pushing up short, thinking that they're saving. Not quite confirmed just yet. Now it is.
Yeah. Oh, this could be expensive. This could be very expensive. It's not.
Unlucky.
Nice check. Oh, very lucky.
Lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
For lucky.
Yep.
Yeah. Manifesting with the name and all that. No flash, no assistance.
Yeah.
They already had the man advantage. It just feels completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
and then he leaves Gravity in a moment of like, you could play that better, but he shouldn't have to play it at all if things worked out nicer.
Oh, there we go.
Maka makes up for it. Clean entry into this round.
He gets it.
Trying to remove the AWP. Nearly cost him his life. Again, another question of whether it's worth it. We like 3D Max. They play instinctual Counter-Strike, but if the instincts are just not on the right page. Utility rolls forwards. Oh, nade I thought was going to be bigger. Didn't quite bounce off the wall. Lucky can stick around here on ramp, to be honest. I think there's an oversight there. Might be 2 mollies. Okay, no, they will eventually get a molly into him. Now he's burning. Nade's flying over, trying to take this site player. However, he's still alive. And now they have a decision to make. What do we do from here? Where do we go? Through the smoke, apparently. And Lucky doesn't find any at all. Still a 3-on-3. Still Masuta close to the action. Looking crisp. Takes 2 and the 3rd. Lovely move. Denies the bomb plant in that as well. Towards B. Certainly is possible here. They've only got 1 smoke, which is usually 1 less than you would want on short.
They've got to know where they are, surely. This wrap coming through from long. They've got to know what's going on.
Will in a moment. They most certainly will. Maka on the AWP here. Exit Cease looking. Oh, his patience could pay off. The bomb.
Oh, no! No, you got to win this fight.
Okay,
oh
thank goodness. Thank goodness. That was rough to watch, even with the kill coming in. Meanwhile, on the site, Maka standing strong here, looking for a little more. He will take it. All going to be down to Shady in the 1 versus 5. Now 4, 10 seconds to get it done. A bomb to retrieve that's just spilled perfectly. For the CT side, not going to happen. He's taking a couple names with him. Quite a few names, actually.
1 second.
No time. There's no time. He goes down after, I believe, but the 4K out of nowhere.
Okay.
Wow. Really hurts them here.
Hence why they went for that attack pause, right? I think they knew the implications of a loss there. So all signs point to, that 3D Max should be taking a lead. Heading in towards the second, we shall see Keen. That is relentless. He's got 1 point of HP. The nade will see him off, surely, and it will. But, got to be careful here. Maka's dumping util, but it needs to be careful. These Tech-9s are tempted by the engagement. They dip back out a door. Not before a lurk smoke comes through.
Quick and chaotic here from SemperFi. Seems to be working for some decent map control and site control. It's just all about the HP bars from here. Kills start coming towards the CT side, you would say. It's a decent big find on the cards. Are they going to get it? And it's Hazard on the Deagle that closes them out. An unlikely round to give SemperFi some confidence moving forwards.
They can get a pistol to kickstart. To be fair.
think we're back.
There we go.
Gonna find out here. A little bit of a technical issue in the middle there, unfortunately. So apologies about that one. Will be 3D Max to take the pistol. I think if I got a Steam Deck, I'd just be gaming 24/7.
I've played a couple of
Doesn't
decent...
sound too bad, actually.
Yeah, sounds right. That's good. Oh, kills. Oh, hello. Hazard gets 2, but at the same time that Hazard gets his first, the Scout of Keen rattles off for 1. 3D Max. I think they're a bit bamboozled by what's happened in this one. They're left down to 2 against this re-up of the Force buy. I think they're even so baffled at how this has happened. They're also now trapped as well. Keen's wrapped. They can't escape. They're stuck in towards short. Smoke will come on towards Xbox, but, I mean, good luck. That smoke in towards short's going to fade in just a second, and Masuta might be here ready for an engagement, but this is it. Can they now survive? On the exit, they might die after time, and Masuta goes down. That's a great round. A cheeky smile from Hazard, but deservedly, a lovely little 2-piece. A hefty dosage of damage. And the smoke down towards short, they're knowledgeable about the fact that they could have crept their way up mid, but they're sort of waiting for that engagement. Maka will find 1. M4 scooped up as well. The AK of Maka keeping pressure on, though.
Addict. We don't want to get caught in transition here. Needs to be careful. They're right around the corner. It is going to be a B split here. Addict with the off angle, but it's a crossfire move. Meanwhile, Hazard in at the window, stands strong, stays calm. Able to find 1 and predicting...
Oh! What's going on?
Oh, that's awkward. That is very awkward indeed. I mean, why Maka wasn't looking towards window while he's peeking, I don't rightly know. I suppose too many angles for him to be checking. All the same, 2 versus 2 here on the retake. Both players trying to move in from the tunnels, but it's just been freshly smoked, so that's not really a doable avenue. Well-placed nade could make all the difference here. Shady gets out towards window. It does soften up 1. Still got this Molotov as well. Curious to know where that's going to go down. Maka with the tough angle to clear, however. Flash retrieve could make all the difference. Flash comes in, he turns away, but they don't check him.
Oh, yeah.
And Maka stays so cool. Crispy headshots to net the 9th.
It's a nice crossfire as well, because you got 1 player holding for the extremity of window while not being exposed to tunnels. It's a difficult thing, a difficult cycle to try and break. Pop shot from Suicide. Maka's actually kind of stuck it, and Addict's gone aggro. Oh my god, he should get 1, but he doesn't. He's just spotted another head as well. He will get 1. He will get a second as well. So actually, good effort to get even 1, never mind 2 out of that scenario. And at the same time that all of this chaos in towards mid was happening, oh, yeah, maybe, you
tough
know.
to tell. Tough to tell. Oh, no.
No, we're good.
All
We're
right,
good.
sorry. Stand corrected.
Yeah, Maka has no clue here. Oh, hello, hello! Hazard gonna get both. AK picked up, and sure, Maka gets his, but a 1v3 now turn 1 versus 2. This is not easy. Nade for the cross and a flash behind it. He's looking to fight here. This is bold, and he's surely dead to right, and a missed flick will be the end of him. Savage sees it off. You know, especially comparative to our first series of the day, where that was, you know, sort of chaos and really puggy in its nature. 3D Max, it's so concise and so strategic in terms of their approach, which obviously can at times be like a little bit more boring, but that calculation is so difficult to break down.
They're just very well drilled.
Yeah. Look at the retake. The second that they see that there's mid control taken by the CT side, they like step up the pace of moving forward in towards B. I mean, this is a difficult retake for SemperFi, and he's got some information. He also just draws eyes now away.
I feel like the CTs have got to move just like unbelievably fast here.
Yeah.
Get the utility out, get the flashes over before the T side is able to regroup and reposition. Try and use those numbers to your advantage. There's a brief window of 5 on 2. They will just throw themselves in here. Oh no, into the meat grinder. And it's not going to happen. 3D Max to take it over the line. SemperFi could not keep up into that second half. Too tall of an order.
Calm that over, and he doesn't need to be too aggressive here. He also does have support. Yeah, he spotted bodies here. He's going to stick up closer. This is a really bold move, but he gets flashed into the fight, but he'll still lose his head. Savage playing anti. Swinging a find, adequate to get one of his own as well as he catches a player over towards A. It's all a ruse though, but they still do have 2 in possession of the B site, and the dualies of Maka find the first.
Yeah, punishing a lack of discipline not to wait for the smokes. Gravity trying to work around his as well, and he will. They've evened up the numbers quite quickly. Opportunity to find another head through the smoke is missed. Bomb was spilled for a moment. Fake coming in, 20 seconds. Savage going to try and get things down here. They're looking to burst forwards, but they've done well here on the SemperFi side to just remain calm, get a fake out, draw them in. It works brilliantly. It's all going to be on to Ecstasy. That's rough, but he gets it. 2 more to find now.
You heard him go new box.
Yeah, he's got the info. He certainly does. He just doesn't have the armor. Doesn't have that all-important kit in a situation like this. So really just going to have to land quick headshots. That's his only mission directive right now. Checks out behind the pulpit. Creeping in, does get the catch, but Savage makes it look easy on the clock.
Yeah.
And stuff like this. Like, why is Season? Maybe that's too far.
Do you remember before it got kind of taken out back in like Tell Him to Go, like the A site of Cobble where it was just open?
Yeah, for like, oh yeah. They definitely changed it for Wingman.
Yes, yeah.
So, yeah, but there was a brief window where it was playable.
This is big,
Gravity.
this is big. He's going to get out as well. That's actually huge. To get one and to fall away from that alive is a massive undertaking. Damage is being dealt there over towards Long, so this bait and switch that they're trying to sell isn't actually working, but Gravity's not all alone. He started this round, and he's now going to find a way to try and close it himself. They've gone back to B here, SemperFi, and it's worked out for them, and they've upgraded the gun, no less, as well. Unfortunately, 3D Max could, if they lose this first engagement, this 3 vs 3, they could go back to another save simulator here, but that's going to help. A 1-4-1 will still keep them intrigued in this B site.
Why has Ecstasy still got the Mag 7, man? For goodness sake, bro. And he lands a shot as well, and it just doesn't do anything. Maka making noise now. Taking the fight. This could still be winnable. He's got a kit available. Trying to get around this corner onto the USB, but he's not quick enough. Keen will take him down with the nick of HP that he had left.
SemperFi cancel the A hit, and they're going to go back towards B. The only issue is that 3D Max are drawing the numbers off that B site. Uh-oh, Masuta and Gravity have gone to shore up the A defenses, and they left Maka alone and Orp as the turret to hold down this B site. He's got to go absolutely huge, and he gets both! Oh, Maka for a double. The collat is clean as he looks for more. He's still going to buy time, but Maka's still hitting shots. He's looking crispy with it, investing towards the big green, and Maka is miraculous here. He's looking for the 5th, and that would have been a clip for the ages, but surely the job's done in this round. This has got to be impossible for Keen. He misses that last one, and Masuta may fall, but that is much more like it for 3D Max, and it's one man's antics.
In this round, as the previous is really going to boost them forwards, but they stack up onto the A bomb site at the moment. Would be the correct read. I think it absolutely is going to be an A finish it. Ollie comes in, forces some forwards, looking to track, looking to fight. It's broken from SemperFi's Vanguard. They will be punished for it. Ecstasy's going to lose his head quite quickly. So much damage done. Maka moving in again, because of course he is. But they just had so many bodies ready to go.
The new boost for Long.
Never seen anyone go so high, you know?
Well, SemperFi off the back of a quick chat with Coach Zipper. They bring to change things up, like we kind of talking about. It feels like they've been figured out a bit. Nice 1-for-1. Oh, and a tick in the molly. Shady. Yeah, he was tempted to push with that smoke. Makes a smart choice of not.
Lucky moving away. Able to survive. SemperFi somewhat back to the drawing board here as they're trying to figure things out. Lucky got to be careful. I mean, Hazard's just floating around weirdly here. Goes out dry. Really cheeky move from him. Masuta on the site. Overlooked. Can he get any more? He absolutely has to. Ooh, the last bullet. Just as he turns to meet his maker. 2 versus 2 then, thanks to Masuta's heroics. Bomb going to go down. They'll force their way out here. There is no Moto smoke, which is often such a problem for the CTs to deal with. A couple mollies. See if Shady's able to re-molly it. Util available for the CT side as well. Tagged there. Landing, but not quite the frag. Gravity left low. Got the information to work with. Molly surely seals the deal. Maybe not. Maybe not. The nade's going to bring it down to a 1 versus 1.
Good smoke.
Smoke's been found. And just not going to happen. AWP will be retrieved. Yeah, it was a tag from the AWP there. That's very unfortunate for 3D Max.
So in the gun round, they throw one back in their face. It's nice to see. Nice name. Really, really nice name. We're going to go for boost there, and it will cost Gravity his life, and Masood has to be careful. He's surely dead to rights. There's surely no escape here. Lucky going to get one. He gets a molly down, but he's being hunted. He's given the luxury of pulling a pistol out and getting a reload off of the M4. And now again, it's about buying time. Lucky doesn't have Utor to work with, but Exorcist and Maka do. The molly will force him into an engagement, which he wins that fight out, and he looks for a second. Backs are turned, and Lucky by name and by nature, as he puts this into a 1 versus 2, favorably for the French. As the Exorcist flank looks like it's got legs, and it does. Oh my god, it is still a little dicey, but Lucky does so well. Well, they've been throwing that banana, the deep banana smoke from spawn, from the CT spawn, and basically everything around SemperFi have been ignoring it and going through because they know they've got the advantage of getting there. This time they don't, and that allowed Gravity to push forward. I like that. It's kind of like a small thing, but it's good for information. And it also gives Maka the reign and maybe the confidence to go for a peek there in towards short. That's the first. Down goes Shady.
Yeah, mid-round move from him. He loves a bit of a cheeky contact in the middle of the round.
Shadow.
Oh, Shadow spotted. Who's faster? Flash is not good enough, but he's not quite fast enough to hit the shot. Looking for the crack. Oh, it's a tag somehow. Not quite the kill, but surely the rest of the boys able to hold strong here. Exorcist will do just that, using Maka as the bait.
I nutmegged him or something.
Trousers, potentially.
Yeah.
Surely that's a hitbox, though.
Yeah, exactly. 1 Mac 10, 1 AK. Tech 9s to round it out. Oh, this is bold. This is bold. 1 for 1, you'd argue, is actually not worthwhile because that's the gun dropped over.
Yeah, very true. It's so deep in, I suppose, is maybe their argument. Maka misses.
Lucky left alone on B as he drops the smoke to, again, just try and slow the roll a little bit, but in they come. Gravity will swing off contact. So Maka, this first fight, he's heard a step now as well. First engagement will probably be this player coming out of boiler, and there he is. First find is lovely. Looks for a second, but not given that luxury. Gravity for his. Molly down to deny them, pushing on his position. And he forces them in towards into a short, may I say, where Exorcist is there, posted and ready. All down on Savage's shoulders, and there's just no chance. There's no way he's making anything of this. 10 seconds left on the clock, and he can't even get the kill. What a recovery, in all fairness, by 3D Mac. That's what we want to be seeing. But can they continue this positive roll towards the second half?
Julie's got to be careful. Be very careful indeed. Rounds this corner. He's going to have a nasty surprise. He's just watching the angles at the moment, though. Good discipline. It's all, I suppose, going to come down to the timing, really, of what the Frenchmen decide to do. They'll burst forwards. Julie's in only for 1. He's gathered a lot of information at the very least, and they are very quick down. Banana, smoke in the way, unfortunately, though, is going to make a difference. 3 on 3. 1 plank coming in. Can they mount the retake here? Savage with a quick move has been spotted. Exorcist, though, great discipline from him, not wanting to dedicate to the fights. He's had a lovely reposition here in and around this smoke. Been so useful for the T side. He will be traded, but again, locating the final 2 players into this 2 versus 2. Hacker in the pit on the P250. Raid boss gets the info. Got to hit these shots in. Not swinging. Waits for them to come into his crosshair. And that might just be exactly what the doctor ordered. Maka stays calm. Need to see, after all this time, if there is a readjustment from SemperFi. If they're just kind of going to trust in the initial rifle plan. Up short they come, barreling on through. 2 in towards the long haul balcony area. Certainly not going to be expected. Would have been nice to see at least 1 out from this player. The trades are good. Thankfully for the double kill of Keen, it will mean it's a 2 versus 2 on the retake. Quick rotations actually here from Savage. Kit available though.
They can re-smoke long.
Yeah, it's going to be so tough to get in here, man.
There's only 1 flash to work with for SemperFi. Oh, there's a gap.
Not a great one, yeah. That's going to give them the confidence to move through. Surely Savage is just going to look to flash his teammate at the best possible moment. However, see how far he can get, and it's actually quite deep. Flash is not really going to give him too much, unfortunately, here, and hard angles to be clearing. Not a lot of time to work with. He shows his back, loses his head, and Savage can't get anything done either. Big fine from 3D Max.
That's really going to hurt the chances of SemperFi. This map and therefore series is slipping.
Just slowly starting to move away from B, so timing might get caught, but they're still in pretty close proximity. The double boost, can you still see over that smoke?
I mean, you can, yeah.
Just about. It's not going to be perfect. It could be workable here, though. They seem to be really ready for some kind of a boost, though. Not quite ready enough. An advantage comes in. A lot of players here as well as the Pistols trying to work their way through the smokes. The bomb's been dropped. Not a lot of time to get this down. Is there one more kill to drop the bomb again? The answer is no. It gets planted and they hold strong. Keen, 1 versus 2. He's close to the action. Could certainly make this work. A cheeky boost on top of each other.
Made noise.
There's just one pool, but still doesn't quite know where that second player is. Doesn't have a lot of time. Doesn't have armor. The input's going to get the better of him. You would assume they're both looking the wrong way. He's just not ready for the second man in the same angle and cannot get it done.
Keep themselves afloat in this one, SemperFi. There is a 4-round buffer. Max. In the hands of Gravity will have a Mac 10. Despite having plenty of cash, he opts for the more versatile weapon in that sense for the drive-by, and they're going to dive out towards the A side. Let's see how they deal with it. Shady is good for that first, which at the very least you'll take, and he hasn't really been traded as Endeavor, so he goes for a second 2. Gravity up close with the Mac 10. He was tempted by looking in towards long, but opts against it, so they can get the C4 down now as well. The molly will force him out of that angle, but even still, 3 versus 2, a re-up of the smoke towards Moto. You most likely are tempted to save here if you're SemperFi.
Yeah, especially with the AWP within grabbing range. It's reluctant, but you have to save.
The AWP and the M4 save the cross, they get the reinvestment around. Of course, they've got the benefit of loss bonus, but the situation isn't beneficial, that's for sure. Despite the slow start in towards this, opening 4 rounds the other way at SemperFi. Since then, they've only got 2. On the remainder of the 12 plays, that's not where you want to be. Hazard gets the first, but a lot of util thrown back in response just to tag them up a little bit. He's so blind. He's so blind. Hazard, if he just instinctively held mouse 1, it could have helped. Is the anti-flash good? It's not. Savage. Oh, he's going to get 3. What a re-aggression towards top banana. And SemperFi, through brute force, retake this round.
No one's coming to my pharmacy because they can't afford to live here.
I paid how much for electricity bills?
Well, yeah.
You are taking the Michael, mate.
Boiler. Lost the apartment's control really quickly here. The T's work their way in. I think it's been heard it was so fast.
Yeah.
So, yes, they get the control, but the information could be there for the CT side. They're looking to keep things fast here. AWP finds a lucky kill. Perhaps an overswing from Hazard at the top end of Banana. He will be punished for it. Keen, meanwhile, locked in. They're going to double swing him, though, and he doesn't find either. Splits the difference. Big, big find from the double swing in the apartments. I think with that, you start to soft save unless your defenders of the site itself can go absolutely nuclear. It's going to have to be Shady. He's kind of the only one in a good position here. They know that as well. Molotov comes in to force him away. Takes quite a bit of damage on the toes, but still relatively healthy despite the amount of ticks. And they are slowing way, way down here, giving the CTs a moment to adjust, get ready. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. Just not quite enough damage done. 12-7 now for the French side.
But it's the F-bots and maybes. The absolutes are 3D Max on map and series point with 5 series points to work with. On the flip side for SemperFi, sure you get a buy, but will require Hazard building a 5-7 here. Oh my god, how can they not see Savage above that smoke? He's staying here as well. Oh, he's going to lose his life though, and also will Keen. Half, mate, I think this might be the beginning of the end.
It does certainly look that way, doesn't it? And they've also tried to bolster up B, which at the moment seems to be the false. It could be doable, but with just one player on the site, he needs the best round of the series so far in order to keep SemperFi alive. Changing it up, playing the headshot box. A little bit of a dodgy Molotov.
It splits the pack.
It does indeed. Slows him down slightly. Buys more time for the rotations now, actually. So they've managed to worm their way in. Addict going to go down.
15.
Hazard does get a couple. Shady, though, falls to the AWP. They gave us a real solid bit of hope there at the end, but it's just not going to be enough.
Ooh.